But let's talk about the difference between going from third base to first base. I would say the main key of everything a third baseman does is he wants to create angles in order for what? To make that throw to first. Everything is we want to take our 45-degree angles to be able to set ourselves up to be able to make the throw. The beauty of playing first base for Justin Turner is you're going to have a lot more time. Responsibilities change. The depth of where you can play changes. But there's a couple things that kind of stay the same. I think angles still play very important, but one big adjustment, as my good-looking colleague right here, Cameron Maybin, has, is the glove for me was a big deal. You know, the pocket in these first base gloves are a lot bigger. That's why guys sometimes that play outfield and infield, when they come in, they change gloves. This is a much different size. So for me, turning that double play, getting that ball out was a big difference. However, when you're at first base, I do think it allows you to play deeper angles. Why? You can cover a little bit more ground because you can't have a little bit of that mentality of let me just get that ball down, knock it down because I have the safety valve of a pitcher covering. So what's Justin Turner going to have to learn? First, he's going to have to learn how fast certain guys get to first base covering the base. This should take him about 1 day in spring training. Some guys are real quick. Some guys take sharp angles. Some guys take a little bit more of a loopy angle. And basically, he's going to understand where he gets it. He wants to feed the guy, have his body continue through the throw in order to be able to feed someone while he's running. You don't want to throw behind him. You don't want to throw it, you know, too far in front of him so he has to overextend himself. So then what do? Footwork's, I think, a big situation for a first baseman. And guys that don't play a lot of first base, they really want to make sure that they get out there and stretch for their infielders. Picking is going to happen a million times. He's going to get a million fungos. He's going to be able to pick. Justin Turner's played all over the field. He's going to have no problem doing this. But I think a lot of young first basemen, what happens is they want to get out there. They want to get out there quick to stretch for their infielder. What happens is if you get out too far, too early, you limit yourself. So I wanted to do this drill of showing the baseball of how you can expand your target area. If I stretch out too early and someone throws it to my right side, this is as far as I can stretch. I'm going to drop a ball right here. If I do the same thing and stretch out here and the ball's thrown up the line to my right, this is as far as I can go. Let's drop that ball right here. Now, if you can manipulate the base and kind of move around according to where the throw is, everyone starts kind of in that center position with, as a right-handed first baseman, your right leg's in the middle. If that throw takes me towards my right side, I can shift my foot to the end, extend out here, and make a play here. Look at this. That's one ball. Same thing. They throw it way up the line, maybe from the shortstop coming from, you know, short center field. Makes that throw and that ball starts tailing. I see it here. I shift my feet. I get out here, and I can extend up the line without being in that position where the runner's going to run into me. Look at the difference between this. This is about 4 feet. This is probably about 12. If you really want to endear yourself to your fellow infielders, you make yourself the biggest target as possible. I was very spoiled. I had a little bit of Kevin Millar in Florida, but I had Derek Lee for a number of years. I mean, this is 6'5", 6'6", athletic guy. I felt like I could throw the ball into an ocean. He was going to pick it up for me. So it's really cool to have someone that was such a good safety valve. So I think, you know, picking angles, being able to make yourself the biggest target for your infielders is a big deal. Now, cutoffs, I think, is going to be the final thing that the first baseman needs to make the adjustment. Ball from right field, very similar to third base. You're the cutoff man from right field, kind of checking your runner going. You have the runner going from third base to home over your shoulder. Third base is very similar from the throw from the left fielder. However, Cameron Maybin's going to explain to you guys the importance of a first baseman being in the cutoff position for a center fielder. Take me through it, Cameron. Yeah,
extremely important. And one thing that I saw throughout the years, being on 10 different teams, is guys that made that transition from third base to first base, one thing that they had a problem with, it wasn't that ball down the line or behind them, like you said, where they could turn around and kind of be there. It was that one to center field. Center field, every once in a while, they would find themselves falling asleep a little bit watching the play because they're out of position. So one thing that we would talk about early in camp to those guys switching positions and making that transition is, hey, as soon as that ball is hit, you know if it's through the infield. So as soon as it's hit, a runner on second base, bust your tail out here to about the back of the mound. For me, you got to know your arm. You know, I had a pretty decent arm. For me, I knew if he was right around the back of the mound, I could give him a good throw and get that ball over the mound and get that good long hop.
You don't want to hit
You don't want to hit that front of that mound.
Up.
Exactly. We all seen that good throw come out, hit the back of the mound and pop up straight in the air. So for me, get out here, get early, get your hands up, be big. We want to see you. You want a nice big target so that we have a person to throw to, come up, make it easy throw, make our job extremely easy, and then they do all the work. So getting out there and not falling asleep, remembering center field is also your priority as well when you're at first base.
Now, Cameron, is that something you go over with the first baseman spring training?
Absolutely.
Because some guys, they don't have good arms. Do you need them? You need them to get way out?
Whether it's a guy transitioning or a guy that just, you know, you're new or not familiar with, you tell him, hey, my arm isn't as good. I want you to come out a little bit closer to second base. Come get this ball. Or vice versa. Hey, give me a little space. I got a pretty good arm, pretty good carry. Back up a little bit so it gives me a little bit more room to make a really good throw and kind of push you guys in a better situation defensively.